Crypto holders, there is something happening in the crypto market right now that I believe is going to impact crypto for the next couple weeks, and you need to brace yourself for it. And so in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what is happening, what you need to be watching, and exactly what I'm doing as a result of all that is going on. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into it. So to summarize what I'm going to say in this video, what you need to understand is that Bitcoin is about to make a massive decision. Bitcoin is about to make a massive decision of whether or not it's going to hold a key level of support. If it holds that key level of support, we'll be in a very good spot. If it doesn't hold that key level of support, we will be in a very bad spot. And that's just as simple as it is. And maybe not very bad, but definitely not very good. Okay. So we either have a very good option on our hands or a pretty bad option on our hands. And in today's video, I'm going to break down what this decision is that it's about to make and exactly what I'm doing as a result of this decision and in preparation of this decision. Now, when it comes to this decision that Bitcoin's price is about to make, what we're talking about has everything to do with the descending channel that we've been tracking for the last few weeks. As you all know, a couple weeks ago, I pointed out that we were in a descending channel, and I thought this was going to tell us everything we needed to know about the crypto market. When Bitcoin's price is towards the bottom side of this descending channel, I thought we would see pumps. When it was at the top side of this descending channel, I thought we would see dumps, up until the point that something broke, until Bitcoin finally decided to either go to the bottom side or to the top side of this channel. Now, as we did start to venture deeper into the channel, though, we started to see something weird happen, and that was Bitcoin's price break to the bottom side of it. A very unusual thing, a rare thing to happen here in the crypto market. But I told you all, listen, I'm betting on the reversal. I think Bitcoin's price is going to try to find some support, and it's going to try to use that support to continue upwards, so I'm not super panicked by this. And so what did we do? We went in and we bought some Bitcoin here. We opened up long trades on Bitcoin right here and right here. And next thing you know, those purchases and long trades that we opened all ended up in quick profits as Bitcoin's price recovered to the top side. Now, throughout that recovery, I told you all, listen, when you have a fake out to the downside, it is very oftentimes followed by a breakout to the upside. So don't be surprised to see Bitcoin now try to break towards the upside. I think that's a move that makes a lot of sense. And Bitcoin's price from that move goes all the way to the top side, breaks through it, and pushes up towards an all-time high. An absolute textbook move. Now, this was a very strong moment. This was a great moment for the market. Bitcoin had broke out. I mean, it back tested. It found this support. It flipped that previous resistance point into support, used that support to continue upwards, push an all-time high, brought the altcoin market with it. I mean, it was a very great moment until it wasn't. And what you can see is that in the modern day, Bitcoin's price has started falling as a result of the recent inflationary numbers that we've received from the United States economy, which could imply that inflation is not solved yet here in the US, and the Fed may not be cutting rates anytime soon, which is the exact reason as to why this pump started in the first place. And so what do you know? People freak out, they get scared, they get worried. We start to see the market falling. We see the lizard people lick their eyeballs and say, ooh, market's falling, let's liquidate people. Boom, market starts falling even harder. Boom, people start taking profits because they are still up. And it creates this pullback that we're seeing right now. And this pullback has brought us all the way back down to this descending channel that we worked so hard to break out of about a week ago, leading us to the modern day in which we have an absolutely massive decision on our hands of whether or not we are going to hold support at this descending channel or if this support level is going to fail, leading Bitcoin's price back into the structure and possibly as low as $112,000. That's the story, and that's where we are right now. Bitcoin has an absolutely insane decision on its hands right now of whether or not support is held or not held. And the decision that it makes, I believe, will tell us where crypto is likely going for what could be obviously days, probably weeks, possibly months. Okay. And so what do I expect is going to happen? I actually think Bitcoin has a decent chance of holding support here. I know that people are scared about the inflation data, and that may be just enough to bring it back into this channel in the meantime, but I still do think that it would be a surprise move for Bitcoin to now reverse. Bitcoin's been making surprise moves over and over and over again. When everybody thought it was going to dump, it pumped. When everybody thought it was going to pump, it dumped. So who's to say that now that it's falling and everyone expects it to come back down, that it can't actually just hold some support and try to stay out here? So I will actually say from a bullish scenario, I do think that Bitcoin has a decent chance of holding out here. I'd give it 60%. I'd say it has a little bit more of a chance of maintaining the support than not maintaining the support. And the fact that it held up some support yesterday, I think is a good sign that the bulls are willing to step in right here, especially when you look at something like the hourlies, and you can see the hourly RSI is so overextended to the downside, right? We saw this thing dip into this sub 30 territory for the first time since when? Since back here, right before this run. So we definitely have the juice to stay outside of this channel. The question is whether or not we do. Because what you have to understand is that although there is a 60% chance, in my opinion, of seeing this descending channel hold and for us to be able to see the support here, there is still a 40% chance that it doesn't hold. I mean, if you go look at the liquidation map, what you can see here is a lot of people are still betting that Bitcoin will go up. Look at the 30-day liquidations. Look at how many long trades are still open with people betting on 100, 300, 500, 50x leverage that Bitcoin's price is going to go up. And considering the fact that the market is still moving downwards, it's easy for Bitcoin to just continue downwards. It's easy for these lizard people to continue to push prices downwards to chase down all of these liquidations and force all of these traders out of these positions. And so knowing that there is still billions of dollars worth of liquidations below us, there is still a decent enough size chance that Bitcoin does come back down to try to liquidate those people. I just think it's getting to a point to where it's less likely. So I'm saying we have a 40% chance of falling back into this descending channel. I'm saying we have a 60% chance of staying outside of this channel and trying to continue upwards. And so what am I doing as a result of these odds? Well, they're not great odds, right? So I'm not going to be doing anything big, but I am going to make a move here. And the move that I decided to do, I posted about yesterday over in the Discord server, in which I said there's a lot of fear in the market right now as Bitcoin comes back to the descending channel. Honestly, not sure if it's going to hold support now that people are worried about inflation and all, but willing to take a gamble here. I'm going to open a small 5x long trade on Bitcoin with the stop loss set at $115,650. This is just some of the profits from the last take profit we did. So not a huge trade, a risky play with small margin. Let's see what happens. And so what I'm saying is, you remember when I took profit off the table? You guys remember whenever we were doing some selling, some profit taking, we were getting out of Bitcoin at 120, 125, or 123, $122,000. Well, I'm going to take some of the cash that I put aside from that profit taking and redeploy it as a leveraged long trade on 5x. Now, I did open that up yesterday, which was back here. As you can see at the time, Bitcoin is right around $117.5 thousand. So it is just barely up. I mean, not even really. It's up like 2.5% right now. At one point, that trade was actually cooking up a little bit. I'm not going to lie. We were up roughly like 7% on that one. But again, nothing too crazy is going on there. And that's the way that I'm playing this. I'm not comfortable doing any big buys or big sells right now because I just think the market needs to make this decision before I know what I think is going to happen. But knowing that I do think that we have a decent chance at going upwards, I am willing to take a small gamble here and open up that leverage long trade. In worst case scenarios, listen, Bitcoin's price falls back in here. It closes down at $115.6 thousand. I lose a little bit of percentage, but at the end of the day, it was all profit that I've been playing with from all the buys that we were doing at the bottom side of the channel and the take profits we were doing at the top side of the channel. So I am playing with profit right now. I'm not taking any big gambles with any of my own capital. So it's not that big of a gamble, but it is a risky play in, the grand scheme of things, okay? Or in the micro scheme of things. So with that in mind, that's how I'm handling this. Knowing that Bitcoin has a really big decision on its hand of whether or not it is going to hold support or not going to hold support or not, I am going to go ahead and assign a bit of a leverage long trade right here just to type of see if we can. I understand that it is risky because there are so many liquidations that will occur if we fall back in the channel, but my leverage is so small and my margin is decent enough that I wouldn't get liquidated for a very long time. So it's not like I'm taking a big risk there of joining the crowd of people who would get liquidated if this market continues to fall. So I'll keep you updated as all of this does play out, but the biggest thing that you can do right now is just watch extremely closely of whether or not we can hold support. I wouldn't be doing any big buys, any big sells, any big longs, any big shorts until Bitcoin either does or does not bounce off of the support level and gives us the next path, either upwards or downwards. But as you guys know, I will be here every step of the way updating you as this does play out. And so, of course, only time will tell. And I guess we'll just kind of see what the market wants to do. In the meantime, if you did find anything I said in this video somewhat interesting or maybe a little bit confusing, don't forget you can check out the crypto playbook down in the description below. It is a free resource that we put together that goes over everything you could imagine about the world of crypto, and it's completely for free. All you have to do is head over to this website, get instant access, type in your email. I'll email you the link to join in on the crypto playbook and get access to all this stuff. We already have people in there right now just learning and checking out the different strategies and chapters and all that stuff. So feel free to check that out if that does interest you. And don't forget that if you are trading some crypto yourself, you can go get up to 10% on BTCC, which is up to $10,000 in bonuses and lower trading fees for each one of you watching this video right now. So feel free to check those things out. And as per usual, guys, I will be here with you every step of the way as it does play out. So make sure you turn on those notifications until you're ready for the next video. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.